Hello friends, and welcome to another Pauper League. Today we're going to be playing Mono Blue Fairies. So I'm sure that if you've played Pauper before, you probably recognize Spellstutter Sprite and Ninja the Deep Hours, which are some mainstays in the various Fairies decks, but generally you see them backed up by Scred in red or Snuff Out in black. Generally, people play a second color with this deck, but we're going to be running it with just the islands here, which is going to give us all of our lands are going to come into play untapped, and we're going to kind of go for those tempo plays. We're going to try and get a Delver of the Secrets out turn one and start swinging in for some flying damage. We've got quite a bit of counterplay in order to try to tempo our opponents out. And hopefully we'll be able to reload with Ninja the Deep Hours to keep the pressure going. All right, let's see how the deck does. Not great, we'll keep. Basic Swamp. Changeling Outcast, okay. So we're playing against another deck with, I don't know if that for certain. It could be Blackburn. I was just thinking I saw a deck with this not too long ago that was also running Spellstutter Sprite because the Changelings count as fairies. But not a huge fan of the snaps if we're just dealing with this 1-1 or whatever. Although it getting in for damage, now they could potentially prowl. Yeah, it looks like they're playing an aggressive black deck. So we might want to get rid of this thing if we can, so that they're not able to prowl with it next turn. Alright, let's make a ninja. And make another ninja. Very cool. Alright. Soul Reap. Well, they didn't cast another spell this turn, so we don't lose the life. That's a bonus. Oh, another Faerie Miscreant? That's cool. So we could go Miscreant to draw a card. Kind of want to ponder to try and find a third land. Hey, Clamigo, how's it going? Alright, so there's the Changeling Outcast again. And another bump in the night. Excuse me. So we could snap this again to once again keep them off of Prowl, prevent us from taking a little bit of damage. And then I think we'll probably play the Delver and the Ninja. There's like potentially some good to holding up Spell Pierce. Facing a lot of blue X in leagues. Yeah, Faeries is one of the best options for sure. But there's no surprise there. So many cards! If we replay Faerie Miscreant, we get to draw another card off of that. Or we could play Delver, which is a faster clock. Or we could hold up Spell Pierce, which could be good. Wow, that is a lot of fairies, Clamigo. I was hoping for another land there, obviously. Didn't get it. Oh, good thing we didn't hold up Spell Pierce, I guess. Okay, we just get to do 4 damage. Draw another card. Oh, nice. Love getting the island there. So we can play Delver of Secrets and then hold up Spellstutter Sprite and Spell Pierce. Morsel Theft. Well, the Spellstutter Sprite's not going to work for that, but Spell Pierce will. Alright, we're going to put the Spellstutter Sprite down, get a little bit of extra tempo going. Have another flying attacker. We can return it to our hand with a ninja here. Flip Delver? No. To draw so many cards. So cool. Alright, we got counterspells up. They're dead next turn. Spell Pierce Morsel Theft into concession. Yeah, just like we wrote it up. So what are we going to do against this opponent? I don't really think that much of our sideboard here is going to be very good. We could bring in Gutshot to kill their creatures, but I don't really want to be doing myself that kind of damage. I don't really need the Mutagenic Growth here. Maybe the Gutshot's better than Mutagenic. Seems good to me. Let's see if we can flip that Delver. Just passing with 2 mana up. Well, that's a no. But we can replace the Delver with a Ninja, maybe? Kind of risky. I think I'll play Faerie Miscreant, Faerie Seer, try and set up the flip next turn. Alright, so no flip, because we lost the Delver, obviously. Kind of want lands. Don't have any counterspells yet. Not a huge fan of the Faerie Seer here. Let's put that to the bottom. The counterspell is kind of interesting, but like I just don't have the mana available for that right now. I really want to land. Let's go bottom bottom. I would have kept the counterspell on top if we still had the Delver. That's unfortunate. Oh, snap. Alright, so they're flooding out a little bit. Wonder what those last 2 cards in hand are. Well, we're going to see one of them here. Sovereign Bite. And that's it. Okay. So we'll snap this. Probably play Spire Golem. I guess we'll see what we draw here, if we get to draw. Delver. Actually, the Delver's kind of interesting. Could snap, ponder, Preordain, Delver. Definitely want to get rid of this, so... Okay. So Delver flips next turn, and we have Counterspell to protect it. Cool, cool, cool. That's a lot of mana. Oh, it's a fruit. Okay, so they want us to lose 2 life. I mean, I guess that's worth spell piercing. These snaps would be a major tempo loss if we weren't drawing mad cards with this ninja. They're at 11. Kind of want to hold up the lose focus. Question is, do I play the Delver and only have the one lose focus? Like, they have a ton of mana, so they're going to be able to cast their spells. If I don't hold up double lose focus, I feel like they're going to get one through. Sign and Blood themselves. Absolutely. Rakdos Carnarium. We know they have a Changeling thing in hand, and a Swamp, and one Unknown. Ooh, Tyrant's Choice. They're choosing Torture. Torture gets more votes, or Tide. Okay, so it's just going to be Torture. We go to 4. Looking for some sort of counter magic. Perfect. Ooh. Only we had the mana for both, but we only have the mana for one. Might as well play the Delver, I guess. Like, 2 mana is what we need for the counterspell, so... Don't think there's any harm in putting down another creature, having another threat. So we go to 2. That's fine. If we countered that, and then they had Tyrant's Choice, we'd be dead. So let's let this resolve. We'll go to 2, no big deal. And then they have, what? One other card that we can counter, and then we win? Because the creature they have in hand doesn't matter to us. It's not going to be able to block anyway. And they scoop. 1 land hand, but we have Faerie Seer. We're on the draw. Bunch of Preordains. We're going to keep this. Looks like we're up against Affinity. Play the Faerie Seer, try and set up a land here. Bottom, bottom. Nice draw. So we could hit them with Ninja, draw a card. I'm kind of thinking, like, just Playing to the board might be the better play this turn. Set up a Delver flip. I think they have Hydroblast. So ideally, I would like to put a instant or sorcery on top and then land second. Let's see what our options are. Well, not too pleased with these. I mean, Spellstutter Sprite's okay, but it's not a land, it doesn't flip Delver, so let's put bottom bottom. Yep, there's the Hydroblast, killing the Delver. Surprises no one. Ooh, makeshift munitions. That's a rough one for me. Woof. Alright. What's your next move? Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star. Two mana, draw three, pretty good. And they're going to put out a 4/4. Jeez. Oh, that's going to block my Ninja if I don't find Snap. Okay, so we can get in with Ninja. Um, we could hold up Counterspell too. Not the worst. Another Snap. Interesting. So if we snap the Frogmite here, they don't quite have enough artifacts currently to throw it back down for free, and that also maybe slows down their Mirror Enforcer a little bit. I think I'll just leave this for Mirror Enforcer again. So I could Preordain or Ponder and try and look for a land. Get greedy a little bit here. Oh, that is lands. Ooh, another 4/4. Oh, and they don't attack with a Frogmite this time. They're going to be able to start machine gunning our fairies, which is unfortunate. We could spellstutter this, but like I said, they could machine gun our fairies in response. I guess we would still get rid of a bunch of artifacts. Allowing them to have a blood fountain is a bad idea. If they want to sacrifice 3 artifacts to have a blood fountain, I think that's probably okay. So we're going to be able to snap the Mirror Enforcer, attack with the Ninja. Yeah, we're going to shuffle that. Hey, Metamon. Oh, I'm doing all right. How you doing? Cool. So we had a pretty interesting match 1. We actually played against Blackburn. And now we're playing against Affinity. So we went from Rogue deck right to the top of the list. Hey, thanks for the host. Counterspell that Tog. They still have an Enforcer, though. They are tapped out, though, so they're not going to be able to kill our Miscreant. So we're going to be able to get in with this Ninja. And if we find Snap, that would have been nice. Snap would have been the perfect draw. Spellstutter Sprite? Not bad, actually. Force them to sacrifice a bunch of artifacts to stop the Sprite, but we also just have actual Counterspell, so that'll probably be the spell that we cast this turn. Keep them from doing whatever they're doing. Although the Blood Fountain sacrifice to get the Atog Mirror Enforcer back is pretty scary. Vicar Wellspring. So if we Spellstutter that, they only have to kill Faerie Miscreant. And they get to keep this. I hate letting them have it, though. Because then they can sacrifice it to makeshift munitions basically for free. And then the 2 mana up, they can use that to kill one of my ninjas, the one that is not blocked by the Mirror Enforcer. Got them down to 8 here, but these last points are going to be tough. Oh, Spire Golem's pretty good. Going to be hard for them to kill that with makeshift munitions. Might be able to get some points through with this. They do still have access to Galvblast. We don't know what's in their hand, but Galvblast is in the deck. We've seen it already. And that would be something that would kill the Spire Golem. Okay, so they got their Atog back. They got their 7/7 back. Here comes the 7, or sorry, the 4/4 for 4/7. I guess we can counterspell this, and then we can get through with Ninja. Nice. That's good news. Guess they could still have Galvblast here. That would be bad. Ah, but we would just be able to Spellstutter it, so no problem there. Being able to resolve a Spellstutter for good value, that's awesome. Didn't think I would be able to do that with makeshift munitions on the board, but here we are. Countering their spell, drawing a card, doing half their life total. Another Spire Golem, yes please. Alright, we have lethal in there with the Spire Golems. Got a Spellstutter Sprite that they're going to have to sacrifice an artifact to stop. We might actually get this game. I mean, whatever happens, this game was really hard fought. Alright, so they have the Tog. We play the Sprite. They tap a land. Makeshift munitions. What are we going to do here? Oh, redeeming all the points Metamon. Cheers. Alright. Let's straighten up. Ooh, this chair is creaky. So they get rid of one artifact to kill a sprite, and then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is 12, plus 1 is 13. So we're not... Consider... Okay, they're just thinking. That's fair. We took a lot of time to think about Spellstutter Sprite as well. Alright, so Sprite has resolved. Are they going to use the munitions? Yep. Okay, so a toggle resolve. We only have one fairy in play, so it's not good enough to counter the Tog anymore. We have a blocker. Let's see here. Actually, the Mirror Enforcer could do the extra points of damage. I might have to block it with Spire Golem. No, because if they use the mana to kill Spellstutter Sprite, then they don't have enough mana for Fling. Have they played a land this turn? Oh, they haven't played a land this turn. Alright, so 3 cards in hand. I don't think we know any of the identity of their cards in hand, right? Because they played the Mirror Enforcer. This is the ATOG that they got back from the Blood Fountain. Okay, so they're scooping up this one. They don't have enough to kill us with Fling or whatever. Spire Golems end the game. Alright, so what do we got against Affinity? I imagine we got a few things. Steel Sabotage. Annul. I'm wondering if we should go deep on Hydroblast as well. They do have some fairly important red spells, a Tog and Fling. The Snap doesn't seem too good in this matchup, since they're just like playing their cards for free, basically. Mutagenic Growth. I'm not sure the Mutagenic Growth's going to do us much good if they're killing our creatures with Galvblast. Like, we can get our creatures up to 4 or 3, and that's not going to be enough. I guess it could potentially save a creature, like, from 1 activation of makeshift munitions, but that's not that great either. And we still have 2 cards left to pull out. Alright, let's do this. Here we go. 2 lands, Faerie Seer, Ninja the Deep Hours. We have counter magic. Yeah, we're going to keep this one. Opponent is also keeping 7. Alright, looks like I'm going to be needing some lands. Oh, probably can't say no to Steel Sabotage. Got a lot of counterspells already. Really need a land. Although the tempo of bouncing a bridge would be sweet. Alright, they have a duress, nothing we can do about that. Take your pick. Almost anything you want, except my ninja. I'm going to keep that one. Problem is that red mana up here could mean a couple of things. Galv Blast, Pyroblast, either one being able to kill the ninja. Bit of a problem. Oh, the Steel Sabotage. Anyway, didn't I put you on the bottom? Might just want to, like, ponder and then Steel Sabotage this. No lands. Maybe I should have done this on their upkeep. I should have done this on their upkeep. Yeah, I thought a Galv Blast might be coming, which is why I wanted to hold the ninja back. Would have been nice if we could have found a land to give it some protection. Gonna need a creature anyway. So let's go top. Might not be the best creature, in fact, one of the worst currently, but it does turn into a ninja eventually, so we'll take it. Spell! It might seem aggressive to be countering the Ichor Wellspring, but it's actually a really important part of a very strong synergy. If you allow the Ichor Wellspring to resolve, then they can Deadly Dispute it. They get 2 cards out of the Wellspring, guaranteed, and then if you don't counter the Deadly Dispute, that's 2 more cards. So countering the Wellspring means that they have to potentially take a tempo loss. I mean, they did nothing with that turn, basically, except for attack, and now they don't have anything good to sacrifice to Deadly Dispute. That's a problem. Could ponder, try and find a land. And we can hold up Spell Pierce and Hydroblast. So we can counter a Tog. This thing here is going to be a little bit more difficult to find a use for, but might be able to snag munitions with it, who knows. The problem is, though, that they're coming in for significant amount of damage, so we're actually going to die soon. We can block this with a Miscreant once. Yeah, we are in a bit of trouble here, especially if they put down another Enforcer. Maybe I was getting a little bit too cute with that Steel Sabotage. Might have been able to keep it to counter an Enforcer. Spell Pierce that. Alright, so we'll play Miscreant. Draw an extra card with the Ninja. Get another Ninja. I think we knew about that, actually. But we don't have any way to change the top of our deck anyway. So I guess we'll just pass here with Hydroblast and Spellstutter up. We're going to have to block here and probably just play a Spellstutter if they don't even play a spell into it, just so we can get another blocker out. We can get another attack in with Ninja through the Spellstutter Sprite, I mean. Being able to get a spell, counter a spell with a Spellstutter Sprite, that's sweet. No attacks? Alright, okay. They're living in fear. I like that too. So we'll attack in with Miscreant, Spellstutter Sprite, switch out the Sprite with a Ninja. Got a bunch of counter magic up. Actually, I like the land there. Alright, pass back. Have Spellstutter Sprite as a blocker. Can counter a Tog, can counter most of the things in their deck. Alright, so they're actually tapped out on this one. I like spell-stuttering the makeshift munitions. I mean, they know I had Spellstutter Sprite there, so... No attacks, love to see it. So we'll just attack in the air, I think. Doesn't seem to be too much value in throwing our ninjas away for free. There it is. There's the attack. Now we gotta figure out what we're gonna do about that. I think we just take one. Go to 6. That's a bad draw. I really want to attack in with all my ninjas. I guess we'll leave a Faerie back. And we have Hydroblast to keep it safe from a removal spell. And I probably want to keep the Miscreant on the board in case we draw another Miscreant. we'll get rid of the Frogmite, draw a card, do 3 damage. Oh, that's not bad at all. Alright, Deadly Dispute resolves. I would have loved to have countered that. Just don't have access. Alright, do you attack with Mirror Enforcer? They only have 1 card left in hand. If they attack with it, I get to attack with Ninja. But I think I have to block it if they do attack. Alright, no attacks. Love to see it. Do we flip? No. Just an island. Alright, let's attack with our flyers past the turn. If we can flip that Delver, I think we win. They got 2 cards in hand. Just going to combat here and passing the turn. Love it, love it, love it. Does Delver flip? It does. Get a Spell Pierce. Let's go. Lethal on board, friends. And Big Q puts up the GG in chat. All right. We get to start 2-0. That was, oh, that was an interesting game of Magic. The balance on attacking with the Mirror Enforcers is actually, I think, a fairly difficult thing there, because you attack with Mirror Enforcer, you're applying pressure, my life total's not very high, but then I get to attack with Ninja. And most people that play Pauper understand, you know, how good the Ninja can be, so letting me draw free cards and doing damage with Ninja, definitely understand keeping the Mirror Enforcer back. Alright, so I mean, this hand isn't great, but it does stuff. We're going to keep it, see if we can put something together with it. Oh, we might be playing the mirror match. I don't know. But definitely not Affinity. And definitely not Is It. Because Is It plays snow-covered lands. Ooh, Force Spike. Well, Force Spike doesn't work against Ninja, so I probably shouldn't hold up Force Spike this turn. Let's just ponder. Oh. Yeah, chat wasn't up on the screen. Thanks for letting me know, Mixlash. I guess I forgot to change that after the deck tech. So, yeah, alright. Chat hasn't been up on the screen for a few games. Alright, no Ninja this turn. Oh, and no land either. Yeah, I didn't even realize, so thanks a lot for pointing that out. Ninja would have been really good here. We still have a chance. We can preordain into it. Bottom, bottom. Yeah, okay. I kind of like just holding up Force Spike here, so I think we'll play the Faerie Seer after combat. Go bottom top here. Force Spike that. Try and keep them off second land as long as possible. And they scoop to the Force Spike! Oh my god, we're still both at 19. They have 7 cards in hand. The tempo is too strong. Okay, so I think this is the mirror match, but we still don't know for certain. Gut Shot seems pretty good. And I think that's really the only card we're all that interested in. Maybe Echoing Truth? Zero land hand. Don't think we're going to be keeping that one. Mulligan. Yeah, we'll keep this one, get rid of a land. Opponent is keeping 7. We're going to gut shot that on our turn. No ninja for you, turn 2. They're going to snap my creature, that resolves. Alright, I don't want my Faerie Seer to get spell-stuttered, so we're just going to pass back, hold up counter magic. Oh, they have Force Spike? Dispel. Alright. Spire Golem. Oh, that's brutal. Should have used the Faerie Seer first there. Could have put both these islands to the bottom. Hmm. Be able to snap that and counterspell it back on the way back down. Ooh, I like the gut shot. Ninja's a little bit difficult. We could 4 mana cast it, but... Top. Ooh, Counterspell on the snap. Alright. So it looks like we're just putting down a 4 mana ninja here. They can't attack in the air, but if they do that, I get to attack with ninja maybe? Oh, they do have a blocker in Delver. Wow, of one mind? 1 mana, draw 2 cards? Seems good. Last time I was playing this deck, I think I was playing with of one mind. No attacks. Okay. I think we'll just play another ninja. If they flip that Delver, though, I'm in a ton of trouble. They're going to brainstorm with a Delver trigger on the stack, so it's basically guaranteed flip Delver. Then they can just start swinging in with a Delver by itself. Oh, this is still a human? That's not fair. I think we're dead this game. Guess the mutagenics would have been pretty good to get the ninja past the Spire Golem. One land hand, we got Faerie Seer to and Ponder to set stuff up. This is like, we're gonna keep this, and we're gonna get a punish like the opponent was in their game 1, but we're absolutely keeping this. Let's try and set up land on top. Perfect. We got 2 Delvers already. Let's get rid of this one. Bottom top. Next turn, plan is play 2 Delvers. Tempt them to trade. I think they take the trade, because otherwise we could put a ninja down. Augur of Bolus. It's a pretty good one if we don't flip the Delvers. What do they reveal? No reveal. Alright, what do we get? Snow-covered island. Damn it! Oh well, we get to ponder and hold up a counterspell. Alright, so we'll put Ninja in our hand and leave Force Spike on top. Sure. Preordain doesn't do anything to the board here. I'm more interested in the creature spells they could be casting. Okay, pass the turn. That's peachy. Just peachy. Yeah, we'll reveal that card. So nice, we'll reveal it twice. Now we have 2 counterspells up. Let's start attacking in the air for 6. Ooh, and they have no play. Yeah. If they want to turn that into a ninja, that's fine. We have the tempo. Yeah, unfortunately we cannot counter a ninjutsu. I am intending on force spiking the augur, though. Excuse me. Okay. Now this is going to be an interesting one. Do a pair of Delvers beat a ninja? Spellstutter Sprite. Let's force spike that. Don't want them to have that blocker. Sure, that doesn't block our creatures. You can have it. Gets Preordain. Cast of one mind. Sure. Doesn't block our creatures. You can have it. Alright, so we have 2 counterspells up. Nice, put him to 2. Pass the turn. Hold up our 2 counterspells. Oh, they played nothing with their last 2 mana last turn? That's awesome. I suppose if they have Spire Golems, we're in a huge amount of trouble because they don't cost any mana to cast, so we could counter one of them, but the other one would potentially be uncounterable. We only got to get in with one of these insects, though. Preordain, totally fine. Faerie Seer. One Faerie Seer is fine. It's blocking both creatures that's a problem. Ooh, that is trouble now. Because we can lose focus on this, but they'll have the mana to pay for it. Why wouldn't you just pay the 2 mana? Okay. I mean, you got all those spells in your hand, so you got it. We have Gut Shot and Snap, so there are definitely some cards off the top. So we got the top card plus Preordain in order to find one of our answers to their blockers. And then also, like, we answer their blockers, they still have to put down more blockers next turn. I think I bottom both of these. Get a Ponder. I guess we shuffle these. We could attack in, play Delver, then we have 3 lethal threats. For the next turn. We also have a block for the Ninja, the Deep Hours if we want it. Although I think I'd just rather flip this Delver. Three lethal threats. So they need... Oh, they need a really good setup of cards here. Oh, that's one of them. That's a really good one. But they didn't get enough. Oh, wow. We managed to win the mirror match, too. Hey, McSlash. You got the manas for a chest? Yeah, let's go ahead and open that right now. I'm going to F6 here so that Satan Raken can do their thing on their turn. I'm going to play Delver here. Forest Island. Ah, yeah, but we were pretty quick there in finding our next opponent. Sometimes, you wait in a Pauper queue for like 7 minutes. Sometimes, your queue pops in under a minute. So, never really know what's going to happen there, I guess. Alright, let's see what we can do with our Delver here. Spellstutter Sprite. Okay, that's no reveal. Let's just attack with our Delver and pass. We'll hold up Spellstutter Sprite. I have no idea what's happening here. Flip. No flip. Alright, we're going to play Faerie Miscreant, hold up Spellstutter Sprite. And then next turn, we're going to look at playing double Spire Golem. They're going to Brainstorm. Yeah, sure. We could Spellstutter that, but, like, I'm more interested in trying to Spellstutter a 2. I don't know exactly what the opponent's doing, but I think they're on, that ramp deck. Growth Spiral. Ponder, sure. Would definitely like to counter a spell this turn. Maybe I should have just forced the Spellstutter Sprite on the Ponder so we guarantee get a spell to counter. Yeah, this is definitely the ramp deck. Alright, please play a spell. Please play a spell. No luck. Okay. Please flip. Please flip. Oh no. Alright, so we can play 2 Spire Golems or we can hold up 2 Spellstutter Sprites. Holding up 2 Sprites, I don't know, it seems pretty good, but we can just hold up the 1 and play the Spire Golem. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Peer through depths. They got a lot of stuff they can do on our turn. It's pretty good for them. They grab Muddle the Mixture, which can be transmuted. Or they can just use it to counter an instant or sorcery. Alright, Market Festival, we cannot counter that. Flip. Finally. I don't think we really need to play the Spire Golem. Like, it's not going to change our clock. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, so even if we played a Spellstutter Sprite, we're not going to kill them next turn anyway. So let's just hold up all of our mana for counter magic. So this land taps for 4. Pretty good. Where's my Wildfire? You can just type exclamation mark deck, and that'll bring the deck list up. Alright, so they're going to snap Faerie Miscreant. We'll Spellstutter that. I guess we'll Spellstutter that too. And that's all we can do, so now they're off the leash. So they only got the 1 Ideas Unbound off. Let's see if they're able to win the game on their combo turn. Okay, nice. Whew. Alright, so how are we going to interact with this? We bring in Annul, bring in Echoing Truth. So they're mostly like green and blue. Actually, Relic of Progenitus is good here, I think. Pretty sure they use their graveyard as part of their combo. And then we can take out Mutagenic Growth and Snap. Actually, we might just get rid of the Snaps and keep the Mutagenic Growths to get a little bit of extra oomph. Be able to punch in for an extra point of damage or two. Yeah, I think that's all I want to do. I mean, I don't really see anything else here giving us any value at all. I don't have a perfect idea of Satan Raken's deck list, but I have seen it a couple times. This one's not great either. I guess we have Preordains to set it up. Get rid of Mutagenic. Hmm. Alright, so the plan here is we're going to put down Spellstutter Sprite, end of turn here, and then we're going to turn it into a ninja. Was really, really hoping they would throw like a Ponder out or something, so we get value out of my counter magic. That would have been awesome. Nobody's surprised about this. Oh, what's going on here? They're gonna snap the ninja. Just beaten Dimir Faeries. Rarely seen this deck recently. Yeah, it hasn't been showing up nearly as much. Now, that's a pretty good play from the opponent. Nice snap. Alright, let's go for a Ponder here. I like the Delvers. I like the double Delver setup. No shuffle. We'll play 2 Delvers next turn, and then Preordain to set up the flip. Alright. Alright, so they have the enchant land. That's something we can Echoing Truth later. Don't think they're going to be able to win next turn. Fingers crossed. Oh man, another Delver, huh? So, if we draw the land, that doesn't really give us anything. We can draw the Delver, and that doesn't really give us anything either. Except another Delver in a later turn. I think we go probably bottom top, draw the Delver. Let's just try to get a quick clock going if we can. I'm really hoping they play another Market Festival and we get a chance at Echoing Truth. Deep Analysis. This is a pretty cool Magic card that we don't see very often. But you know, for 6 mana, 3 life, and 1 magic card, you get to draw 4 cards. That's super good. Flip? Ah, damn it. All right. So this is scary time. They've got, this is turn 6, they've got so much mana, they have a Market Festival. Yeah, and they're going for it. We're tapped out. Alright, we'll F6, let them do their worst. So basically, they're going to be setting up a land with a bunch of enchantments on it so that it's going to be producing a ton of mana every time, and then they use their arcane spells along with psychic puppetry in order to untap their land over and over again, allowing them to produce huge amounts of mana in a turn, and then they're going to use Stream of Thought to put the important cards like Ideas Unbound back into their deck. Hey, I played this deck last Thursday. Which one? The mono blue that I'm playing, or the lands combo that Saden Raken's playing? Mono blue, sweet, sweet, sweet. Yeah, it's been getting a lot more play lately since Faerie Miscreant is allowed in Pauper once again. And definitely plays quite a bit differently from the other Faeries decks. I feel quite a bit more comfortable actually playing this version, where I'm looking to like put down early threats and then protect the queen, rather than the more control versions that I've played previously, like Izzet and Dimir. They're very, very similar lists, but I don't know, something about it. So this one's for 2, and this one's for 2, so they're both the same. So Echoing Truth, I guess we just Echoing Truth the land, right? Are we allowed? No, it's non-land permanent. Okay, unfortunate. So, yeah, we don't really have a good target. I really would want to get 2 cards with the Echoing Truth. They're going to snap again, untapping their lands, making a ton more mana. So our Delvers are no longer on the table. Now, if we do get another turn, they have to discard a bunch of cards to Ideas Unbound. So they're probably just going to go for... They're probably going to find a way to win. Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's Pauper Lotus Field. Build your own Lotus Field. So are they targeting me with Stream of Thought yet? Looks like no. No, they're still just targeting themselves. But yeah, with the Stream of Thought, they're basically able to sort of like set up their deck. So basically, the first round, they're trying to empty their deck, and then Stream of Thought allows them to put the good cards back in, so the deck is basically only good cards at that point, and they're able to guaranteed get through the iteration every time. What's the win con? Stream of Thought. So So not only is Stream of Thought able to mill themselves and put the good cards back into their deck, it also mills me. So once they've gotten to the point where they're comboing perfectly, they have all the mana they need, then they can start using Stream of Thought to mill out my entire deck, and then pass the turn back to me, and I draw from an empty deck. Okay. Market Festival. So the Simic Growth Chamber taps for 8 mana right now. I would say it's locked up at this point. They have enough mana on their land. Their deck is basically empty, so it should be guaranteed that they have the game. What's on tapping the lands? Psychic Puppetry. So you can splice this onto your arcane spells like Ideas Unbound and Peer Through Depths. And that's going to allow you to untap your Lotus. And because they use Stream of Thought, they put the arcane spells back into their library, allowing them to do it again and again. And they can also use Stream of Thought to put another copy of Stream of Thought back into their deck so they can mill us over and over and over again. So this is turn 6. Pretty good. I think I was getting too aggressive. Needed to hold up counter magic that last turn instead of going for the ninja. So yeah, I should have just attacked with the Delvers and held up Counterspell. Wow, that's so much mana. So 3, 6, 7, 7 times 2, 14 mana from each tap. Lotus Field, eat your heart out. It's alright. We got the first game. We lose the second. Third game, we're on the play. We have a little bit of a better understanding about what's going on here. Maybe we'll be able to clinch it out. Alright, pass it back to me. Oh, they gotta discard a bunch of cards. Let's just go ahead and concede the game so they don't have to do that. I was interested in seeing like the full combo do the thing. This is not a deck that you see very often, but all those triggers, let's just move on. Alright, I really don't see any value in changing anything, though. I don't think there's anything we can realistically change with a snap. Like, none of these are going to do us any good. Single land with a Delver. We got Preordains. Let's keep this. Okay, Satan Raken is starting with a mulligan. How low will you go? Just a 6. Start Delver. No flip. We definitely want one of these lands, so let's go bottom top. I think I'm going to play the Faerie Miscreant. So our Spellstutter Sprite is better. Or we could just Preordain. Let's Preordain and try and set up the flip. Wow, really? Alright, bottom top. Do you flip? No. Alright, so I think we're going to play Faerie Seer and then turn the Delver into a ninja. Looking for counter magic. Force Spike, nice. Okay, so they're gonna snap the ninja that allows them to play the enchantment. Damn, didn't think of that. Now they got the enchantment on the land already. Boo! Boo! Alright, let's draw another card with ninja, I guess. Alright, we'll hold the counter magic past turn. Hey there, Stompy! Yeah, I was pretty excited to see Force Spike in this list. Alright, let's play Spellstutter Sprite here, get a little bit of extra damage on the table. Time to bring some Reality Acid into the deck? Oh, yeah! Spellstutter Sprite, I like that quite a bit. Alright, so if we play Faerie Seer and Delver of Secrets, we have 3 mana left, so we have Counterspell and Force Spike. But if we only play Delver of Secrets, we have 4 mana. Okay, so basically we could play Delver and Faerie Seer or nothing. Nice. Okay, let's go. Got 2 fairies in play, so Spellstutter's good for 3, but we do have to watch out about Snap. They've played 1 already. I mean, we have 2 counterspells up anyways, right? Force Spike counterspell. And this way we get to set up the flip. Get more damage in next turn. A little bit risky, but really paid off this time. Much more aggro, yes. And that's one of the things that I was really liking about this list. As opposed to Dimir and Izzet, I like how aggressive this one is. Nice. Okay, let's just pass up here. We have 3 counter spells ready to go. Oh, they're gonna Giga Drowse tap our lands. Oh, that's so good. Oh my god. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So they get all of our lands except for one. I guess we can like counter some of them so that we'll be able to keep some of the other lands. All right, so let's see here. This one taps this land. This one taps this land. So these ones are going to resolve. Spellstutter Sprite. Counter this. Okay, that one, this one, this one. So these two lands are going to be tapped anyways. But there's no point in encountering any more spells, I don't think. So we'll just hold up one counterspell. Just make sure, tap, 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 tap. Okay. Giga Drowse, one hell of a magic card. Oh, 2 damage, like 2 mana burn? Been a long time since I thought about mana burn. But I was playing back in those days, back when we used to put damage on the stack. Actually, I don't know, did damage on the stack and mana burn ever exist at the same time? Because I'm pretty sure damage on the stack was something that came about, like, early in Magic's history, but I don't think it was actually there at the very start. I could be wrong about that. Hmm. And then they're going to go to second main. Oh, wow. So they Psychic Puppetry with Psychic Puppetry spliced to tap my 2 lands. And if I counter this spell, it doesn't matter, right? So we might as well move on to second main. They'll lose this mana as well. Okay. F6. Satan Raken playing, like, out of his mind well here. Yeah, it looks like we're going to need a foil, but we don't have any islands in hand. Going to need to gush into the foil. Alright, so at this point, we just get to sit back and watch Satan Raken do their thing. They only have the one aura on their land so far. Go for Peer Through Depths. Obviously, once they have more auras on the land, they're producing more mana every iteration, and that makes the combo happen. So because they currently only have the one aura, we might have a chance. Opposition plus Static Orb? Wow. Opposition was like you can tap your creatures and you can tap a permanent on the opponent's side, I think. Urza's Saga, if I remember correctly. Tap an untapped creature, tap an artifact, creature, or land. Very cool. Psychic Puppetry with Puppetry Spliced, making mana. Ideas Unbound. They still haven't put a second aura onto their land. Hey, thanks, Donut. 6th edition is when damage on the stack started. Mana burned was removed in M10, so they did overlap. Alright. A little bit of Magic history for y'all. Snap. Being able to snap my creatures back, I mean, they could potentially make it so that I don't have lethal on board, but once I get to untap and hold up my counterspells again, like, they've also played Ideas Unbound, so if they don't win right now, this turn, then I win. That's the way this is going to go. Exactly. A little bit land heavy, but yeah, we'll keep this. We got Miscreant as the Spellstutter Sprite. As dress a consideration, if you have cards that you really want to take out, you could, you know, like Duress, get rid of a counterspell. Seems okay. And, you know, that way you can maybe make sure that your Fiery Cannonade resolves. So, you know, like, once you have 4 mana, you can Duress, and then Fiery Cannonade once you know this coast is clear. I mean, Big Q's asking because we just had that matchup, so, and we might be having that matchup again right now. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty bad at that. Ooh. Thanks everybody for reminding me, because I keep on forgetting. What was it like the other day? I just left the title screen on for, you know, a good minute or two while I was playing a game of Magic. Ooh, the ninja? We can't resist the turn 2 ninja here, right? We just gotta go for it immediately. Alright. If they don't have a removal spell or a blocker, this is gonna go real bad for them. Oh, the Miscreant. Trying to curse me? That's how you get cursed. I mean, regardless, I'm very happy with this league. 4-0 into 4-1 is a wonderful record, but we're going to do our best here to try and cinch that 5-0. Get that trophy. Alright, I kind of like play Miscreant, hold up Counter Magic. And then next turn we can play Miscreant, draw a card. Yeah, I think that you're right. Oh, no, it's Tron. It is Tron. So it's Tron with the big Dimir creature that bounces a permanent and makes the opponent discard a card. Dinrova Horror. Yeah, it's Tron with Dinrova Horror. Another Faerie Miscreant? Wow. We're going to draw so many cards, friends. It's a 4/4? Okay. Weird Dismal Walk, Backwater. It's not played anymore. I mean, like, it does give you a life, but I think the Scry land is probably better. I think it costs 6 mana there, Big Q. If it costs 4 mana, I think a lot more people would be playing it. Spellstutter Sprite, go! Yes! Okay, we just need one more game. What are we gonna do? 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 I don't have any Tron lists in my collection. I don't play Tron, so I don't have like a quick access to their deck list or like potential deck list. So we're just gonna have to go off of feel for it here. They're not going to be running red spells for Hydroblast. It's not going to be any good. Annul might be interesting. They're going to play some artifacts. So we could potentially bring in like Annul and Steel Sabotage. And then like Relic has a little bit of value as well. We can take out some of the snaps. Because I don't think they're going to have early creatures. Yeah. Cannonade Pyroblast. Thanks, Walker. But we didn't, like, we saw a lot of colors from this Tron list. We didn't see red. I mean, they'd obviously be able to make it. Maybe we should bring in just like a couple Hydroblasts just in case. Yeah, that exactly. That's my thinking. This list looks a little bit weird. MtG Goldfish is fantastic for checking lists. You're right, Scraggy. I do that to find most of my lists that I'm going to play in a day. I'll go onto MTG Goldfish before the stream starts. I'll peruse, you know, like whatever I feel that day, or maybe I'll have a plan set out for the week. But yeah, I check MTG Goldfish to make my lists. It's just like going over to MTG Goldfish, finding the list, and then going over it will generally take me, you know, like a good minute to 90 seconds. And then at that point, I'm already out of time for my sideboarding. This one's not as good. I think we still keep it. We got Ponders to look for an early creature. Just give me a creature off the top. Come on. 1 mana creature. Any fairy. Any 1 mana fairy. Give me a Delver. But Faerie Seer, I think, would be the best draw off the top. Alright, so we're just waiting here in our upkeep for a little bit. Get a land off top. Alright, let's ponder. We do find the Delver of Secrets. I guess we'll keep this then. Next turn we can Delver Ponder again. Wow. Yeah, I could definitely get better at that, Scraggy, in order to be able to check the deck lists quickly. I do like the Counterspell. We could put the land in hand, Counterspell on top, and then flip the Delver and just try and win with Delver. We'll have 2 Counterspells. Oh, but they got Tron immediately. Turn 3 Nat Tron. Ah, damn. Think we're losing this one, friends. Gonna go to a game 3 for all the marbles. So with the Ichor Wellspring and the black mana we saw last time, I think they're probably playing Deadly Dispute. Lose Focus does not look very good against what the opponent is doing. Probably just want to actually ponder here rather than hold up the Lose Focus. Definitely want to try and get this. So if they do a thing here, like draw a card with Bonder's Ornament, we're going to activate the Relic, specifically to try and get rid of Compulsive Research. Oh wow, they just get to draw 2. They have so much mana. Would have to be my most hated enemy for the final match in this run. Oh, I hate Tron so much. Let's counter that Mole Drifter if we can. Oh, that Hydroblast, huh? That one of Hydroblast. How's that doing here? Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. They are drawing so many cards with these Bonder's Ornaments. Wow. Just so many draws. Now, they don't have as much as far as mana goes left. We're going to play Spellstutter Sprite end of turn so we can switch it with a Ninja. Do 5 to them. Draw an extra card. Actually, the land there was a really good draw. So now we have 2 counterspells. Not quite lethal on board, but if we do get the Spellstutter Sprite down, it is lethal. Stonehorn. Woof. No combat. It's another one. They can cast Emrakul. They just got so many manas. Oh man, even if I lose focus this, they can still easily resolve it. How much actually can I counter it for? So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5 is 10 mana. They have access to 4, 5, 6 mana. So we could even like hold up Spell Pierce. So we got to do it for, yeah, so that's 4, 5, 6. So we have to do it for 8, which is replicate 3 times. Three replicates. And here I am with less time on my clock than the Tron player. We both just have so much time on our clock, though, that it's going to be able to resolve whatever. Oh, crop rotation, so they can go get a tower. So if they go get tower, they have 3 mana, so that's 4. They actually have enough. So we're going to have to Spell Pierce the crop rotation. Wish we had the mana for Spellstutter Sprite for that, but no such luck. I mean, I think they pay for the crop rotation, still get the land, lose the Mole Drifter. They still got 5 cards in hand, colored mana. They're still in a fine position. Imagine if they had sacrificed the mine just for the lulz. Alright, at this point we can F6. Might be in for a real long one here, because the opponent still has to kill us. Although once they resolve a Mole Drifter and have Cave of Temptation, it won't be too long for them to be able to finish a game. Faerie Miscreant. Let's play that. Don't have combat this turn. I think we just pass here. I'm not interested in playing the Ninja and then not having access to Spellstutter Sprite. Unfortunately, I'm not able to just F6, which would be really nice for my clock. We do have Spellstutter Sprite available. We can also draw a card from the Relic. Hey there, PT Bobby, what's going on? Surprised to see you still streaming this late in the day, that is. I mean, it's only like 9:40 a.m. over here. My stream schedule has been really messed up lately. But thank you for coming on by. And yeah, I have been trying to stream more. Been doing a lot of 2 league days. I don't think I bother attacking with the ninja, right? And we can turn this into a ninja if we get damage in. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player. So if they have Moment's Peace, they don't need to worry about my card draw. What's your favorite format? Pauper. Pauper has a very special place in my heart. It's the format that brought me back to Magic. Oh, they're going to cast down the insect. Well, that's a perfect target for Spellstutter Sprite. Let's go. Hydroblast. Counter target spell if it's blue. Oh, well, excellent. That's great. I guess we can draw a card with the Relic. See if we can find counter magic for that Pyroblast. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Do I play IRL? Not in a while, actually. I think I've played once in real life since the plague. I did used to play quite a bit, but not so much anymore. Alright, let's put him to 4. Or sorry, deal 4, put him to 2. Draw a card. Nice. Oh, the Force Spike? That's so bad. This card is so bad. The worst. Alright, your turn, opponent. I mean, we might as well play the land and we have access to the Force Spike, right? It's not going to be very good, but we got it. Maybe we'll catch them. Why Force Spike instead of Snap? We have Snap in the deck. But, yeah. We sided them out because I didn't think they were going to be as useful as that. I mean, if we were snapping Stonehorn Dignitaries and Muldrifters, that doesn't seem very good, right? Force Spike can be pretty good in the early game if we get it. You know, like countering a Bonder's Ornament or something before they get Tron. I think Force Spike is better than Snap. Mnemonic Wall. That's pretty good. Snap Spellstutter. Oh, that's a really good point as well. Alright, we're going to have to start playing much faster here. Because we are going to lose this game. But I'm hoping to get a little bit of advantage on my clock here by the end of it. Steel Sabotage. Yeah, not that good. It would have been pretty good before, though, if we had managed to counter one of these, right? Alright, attacking seems poor. Yep, drawing the wrong things at the wrong time here. Oh, they have the 1 mana, so the Force Spike isn't going to do well. That's too bad. It would have been pretty cool to actually get the Force Spike to do something here. That would have been awesome. Not going to counter that. We want them to actually be drawing cards here. So we are not countering these Prophetic Prisms. They only have 17 cards left in the deck. So if they want to draw cards, I'm for that. Maybe I should like Steel Sabotage a Wellspring so that they can replay it. If they attack with Muldrifter, I can start attacking with Miscreant, so that's actually going to allow us to potentially time them out here. Because if they can't attack, they can't kill me. Mnemonic Wall gets cast down. Nothing we can do about that, unfortunately. At least they weren't able to attack this turn. No, just pass the turn. Let me draw a counterspell. Beer of Nylea. Breakfast stream with Coop? Yeah, sounds like a good morning. Welcome, welcome. back. They should be able to kill us before they deck themselves, because Cave of Temptation makes the Muldrifter a 4/4, so from there it's only a few swings. And they might even go get like another Cave of Temptation with this crop rotation. No, it looks like they got another tower. Pulsa Marasa, sure. Been enjoying YouTube videos. Hey, thanks. Nice to catch your stream live. Absolutely. You get to have the interaction of the chat, which is pretty cool. Kind of be a part of the show. But yeah, I do really appreciate how YouTube and Twitch work very well together. Like, YouTube brings people to Twitch, Twitch brings people to YouTube. Oh, they're gonna start counterspelling my stuff. All right. Yeah, I don't want to show him the Steel Sabotage. It could still be a really good play in Game 3 if I'm able to snipe one of these Bonders ornaments. No, you can resolve that. If you want to draw extra cards, that's good for me. Yeah, that resolves too. Artifacts are the only spells I can counter, but I haven't wanted to counter a single one. Now, if only there was a way I could make them draw more. I cast that. Too bad I can't legitimately block that Muldrifter. It's one of my biggest creatures, but 4 toughness is just not enough. Alright, so what do they get with Mystical Teachings? They go get Ghostly Flicker, so they can start flickering Mnemonic Wall. And yeah, that's pretty good. Go get like Crop Rotation and Flicker. Or sorry, I meant Pulsa Marasa. Yeah, get Pulsa Marasa, Ghostly Flicker, gain life, return lands. They got the engine going. HNDK, hello? With the lack of shuffle effects in Pauper, does Preordain end up being a stronger cantrip over Brainstorm in this format? I think if you're running Brainstorm, you really have to build for it with shuffle effects. We do have a few. There's like Terramorphic Expanse, there's Ash Barrens. Preordain also has a shuffle. And then there's also the Scry effects. So after you Brainstorm, you can play Faerie Seer and scry those 2 cards to the bottom. But yeah, I think that you do have to like build for that with this in mind, and the deck that we're running right now does have very, very few shuffle effects, so even though we are playing Delver, and it would be really nice to be able to Brainstorm a Delver flip, yeah, we're just not doing that. Alright, so you're going to have either Prohibit or Pyroblast or whatever, some way to counter our spell, and they're going to be able to kill us with Muldrifter this turn. But they got about 9 minutes on the left on the clock, so that's how long they have to potentially win Game 3. We don't exactly have more time on our clock, like almost 11 minutes. So we are going to have to play fairly quickly, but if we're going to win, it's going to be fairly quickly, and if they're going to win, it's going to take a while. So yeah, we're going to take out the Force Spike, and we're actually going to bring in another Hydroblast to counter their Pyroblasts. Although the Force Spike is so good on the play, I've changed my mind. I want the Force Spike. Opponent's deck is very slow, yes. That was a natural Tron draw and took 14 minutes to win. Yeah, if it hadn't been natural Tron, I'm sure we would have won that. Map is banned in Pauper, yes, but they still have crop rotation. I mean, Magic is a wonderful game because there's so many different ways to play. We can all get what we want. Oh, this hand is so awkward. We got the Preordain to set it up. I'm going to keep it. Pretty risky, though. The Counterspell could be pretty good. Alright, opponent's starting with a mulligan. I like the Faerie Seer. I like the land, too, so I guess we'll just take it all. Top. You don't have a lot of time to be wasting time on my uncounterable Faerie Seer here. Faerie Miscreant. I think we go bottom. Because, like, if we were drawing the Miscreant here, I would keep it. But we have better things to do on our next turn. Ninja into Faerie Seer. Yeah, good point. Definitely want to F6 here. Yeah, very true. Spellstutter Sprite. Very not bad. Oh, do we want the Spell Pierce, though? Try and just hold up counter magic forever, starting next turn. uh... Wonders Ornament. Yeah, let's counter that. Mortuary Mire for no value. I think we probably switch this with a Ninja and replay it. Pretty cool if we draw an island here, actually. Because then we can replay this for 1 mana. Steel Sabotage. Would be nice to hold that up. But I think we got to play the Spire Golem here, try and get in for some damage. Hey there, Jay! Hey, thanks a lot for coming by. I was saying just a little while ago how much I appreciate YouTube bringing people to Twitch, and Twitch bringing people to YouTube. What a team. Alright, so no green mana here. So actually they've going for red mana here for their Pyroblast, cut them off of green. They probably figured they would get the green out of the Bonder's Ornament. Oh, red for Cannonade, yes. That absolutely makes sense. And the Cannonade was very good. Kill the Faerie Seer, kill the Ninja. I think that was really necessary to do at that time. Alright, not going to be able to do anything about that. Would have been really nice to Steel Sabotage that. But we just don't have the mana. Yeah, they do potentially have that. Alright, 2 power plants. Nice draw. Attacking for 4 a turn is a pretty good clock. Drawing an extra card every turn is pretty decent. They're going to Moment's Peace. They have 1 mana left, so let's go ahead and cast Lose Focus on this. I would like to do damage and draw a card, yes. Nice draw. Alright, I guess we'll just pass back. Like, I was thinking briefly about returning this to their hand to try and, like, cut them off of colored mana a little bit, but we don't have the counterspell for this on the way back down. I'd rather keep Steel Sabotage to try and counter a Bonder's Ornament. Be really nice. Okay, they're gonna counter the. They're gonna cast the Moment's Peace before I can draw counter magic for it. So this is gonna resolve. Bottom these. Delver. Yeah, we'll cast a Delver. Will we? We got double Spellstutter Sprite. The Delver could flip and really quicken our clock. Let's play the Delver. We got Hydroblast for the Fiery Cannonade. They've already prevented damage. This needs damage to draw cards. So let's just pass the turn. Oh, yeah, good point, Donut. I wasn't thinking of that. Yeah, if we played the Spellstutter Sprite, we could have countered the Moment's Peace. I was thinking 3, because the flashback costs 3, but the spell itself only costs 2. They conceded! We got the trophy again! 3rd trophy in Pauper this season, friends! That is awesome! Ugh! Beat Tron! Yeah, okay, we are happy about that, friends. Yeah, Big Q, you did say it. EZ50. That was a great league. We played a lot of different matchups. Okay, so this is the deck we were playing today. I wanted to play a Faeries deck, but I wasn't interested in playing Dimir or Izzet, so decided to try the mono blue list, and it worked out very, very well today. And I gotta say, like, the play patterns with this deck are actually really different from the other Faeries decks that I've played before, and I definitely find this version of the deck a lot easier for myself to understand, where we're looking to get onto the board quickly and then, protect the queen as we can. But, it's more of a tempo strategy than a traditional control strategy. And yeah, I would say that I'm a little bit better with tempo. Anyways, the sideboard was fairly interesting on this one with, like some of these one-ofs, Annul, Curfew. Kind of would have expected Curfew to be a little bit higher up, so that we'd be able to deal with Heroic and Hexproof a little bit easier. The 3 gut shots were pretty interesting as a way to both have removal against like elves or, opposing Spellstutter Sprites or whatever. But yeah, definitely liked the main deck Spell Pierce. Force Spike is always just a really cool card. Love being able to play it and potentially, get somebody with a Force Spike is sweet. Force Spike into opponent concession is one of the sweetest things in Magic. If you've ever done that, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and also like just being able to play Delver. Delver was a really solid card in this league, being able to put pressure on the opponent. Like we beat Ninja the Deep Hours with our pair of Delvers, because even though the opponent was drawing 3 or 4 cards a turn, we were just clocking them. Yeah, so definitely was very impressed with the deck list today. Very glad that I picked it up. And yeah, while I was kind of wondering beforehand, like, is there really a reason to play mono blue instead of adding the extra colors for the better removal? Absolutely there is, because our lands don't come into play tapped, and that means we can be aggressive. That means we're going to have access to our counter spells, on time, every time. I definitely like having, the 17 come into play untapped lands. Well, alright friends, hope you enjoyed the league, and catch you next time.